So, Shannon, thank you so much for joining me today. So happy to have you here. And I know we're going to talk about a topic that you had discussed in a recent blog about member journey orchestration.
Mhm.
So, I'm going to start off just by asking point blank, what is member journey orchestration?
Yeah, so member journey orchestration is the planning, coordination of communications across channels to ensure you're delivering the timely, relevant, and personalized messages to members. The goal is to reach the right member with a relevant message in the preferred channel, driving better engagement and better outcomes.
Okay, so definitely we're really familiar here with right member, right message, right timing, right channel. What in your mind makes orchestration different from sort of standard member communications?
Well, traditional communications often operates in silos. I know that that's changing, but we still see that a lot. And this results in disconnected or poorly timed messages. So think about the member who might receive an in-home assessment request and then the next day a mammogram reminder. How can they know which task is more important? Orchestration ensures messages are coordinated, context aware, and aligned to where the member is in their journey, reducing noise while increasing relevance and impact.
Okay, got it. And that's an excellent example of where someone could, really receive two conflicting potentially messages from the plan. So,
Mhm.
why do you think orchestration is getting so much attention right now?
Plans are more aware than ever that member experience is a critical factor to retention and engagement. Despite being behind other industries, there is a lot of energy behind honoring preferences and delivering those relevant messages and reducing abrasion. Paying attention to communication orchestration means we care about the experience we are delivering to members, and that's what plans are really talking about. The other thing is, we know being more thoughtful and intentional with outreach leads to better engagement and a higher likelihood to complete the call to action, which results in things that really matter to plans, like improved health outcomes, reducing administrative costs, and medical cost avoidance. And if while doing all of that, you've also delivered a more positive experience, you'll see that reflected in your retention rates. So it's truly one of those initiatives that can be a win win for a plan and for a member.
Got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And so, when I think about member journey orchestration, though, is it only beneficial for a health plan to do this at scale across their entire enterprise, or can they do this in a smaller pocket as well?
It's a dream state to truly orchestrate every touch point delivered to every member. However, the benefits come even when the focus is on certain populations or a single care journey. In fact, the plans who fail are the ones who don't start small enough.
Okay, so how can a plan get started then?
It depends on where you are in your member experience enhancements already, but I think universally a few things need to be done to get started. So, one, identify pain points and prioritize the list based on value. Document the current state. So maybe you're cleaning up an existing campaign journey, or maybe you're creating something to address a gap in your outreaches. Knowing what touch points exist, how you are currently approaching targeting and segmentation, available preferences and channels, and available member data is all essential to the planning process. And last, try something small with something you have ownership over and can influence. For example, a series of care gap campaigns.
Okay, so it makes sense to me, based on everything you just described, that this will result in a better experience for the member. You're just being more thoughtful overall in the approach to all your outreach. But
Mhm.
can you break down for me, how does orchestration really translate into outcomes or dollars for a
Mhm.
health plan?
I'm so glad you asked this, Melissa, because this is what drives organizations to scale these kinds of efforts. So, in one case, we took a highly generic outbound campaign and transformed it into a hyper personalized, multi channel, both inbound and outbound adherence campaign. We honored member preferences, and even the messages were tailored to their past behavior. The results were impressive. We were able to engage more members. In fact, we reached an engagement rate of about 55% increase. And this particular plan increased adherence scores across all measures for 5 star, which in the 5 star set, every percentage matters so much and translates to huge bonus dollars. And this activity pushed them over the edge into a bonus earning score. In another adherence example, Orchestrating outreach using members' preferred channels and optimal timing led to an adherence improvement of 120%, which translates to $10 million in medical cost savings. So there's real dollars to be saved here when you enhance and improve that engagement through orchestration.
Wow, those are big numbers. And it is that point is so important, I think, that you only have to sometimes increase a score by a small percentage for that to equate to some really big dollars,
Yep.
depending on the particular measure you're talking about. So
Mhm.
that's impressive. So immediately I think, wow, do I need a fully integrated tech stack to get started here? Is that what's needed, or what do health plans need to be thinking about there?
It's a really good question. The short answer is no. While technology is important for the scaling of orchestration, you don't need a perfect or complete tech stack to begin. Many plans start by pulling together just the data needed for one use case and coordinating those messages across existing channels, even if it's done in a very manual way. And by proving value first, it helps you build that momentum and justify future technology investments. And the best way to get your investment ask approved is by showcasing the dollars saved or earned during your pilots. That's what the executives want to see.
Absolutely. We know how important a successful pilot is for sure. So if a health plan comes today and says, okay, we're bought in, we love this idea, how does Engages actually help the health plan make it real? What do you actually go out and talk to them about then?
Well, the beauty of a firm like Engages is that we are accustomed to jumping in and helping during any phase of a project or engagement. We help health plans identify all the existing communication touch points and organizing them into a member inventory. We can identify the highest impact opportunities, design targeted orchestration pilots, and help measure ROI and develop business cases to scale. We can help provide a clear, actionable path from strategy to execution without requiring an enterprise wide overhaul from day one. So, really, wherever you are in this process, we are equipped to jump in and accelerate your success.
Amazing. This was super informative. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I will direct everyone to go check out your blog on our website for even more details about member journey orchestration. So thank you so much, Shannon.
Great. Thank you.